are the Eagles, I'll let you start here. I don't know. I got some things to say. I remind you, I am a backup Eagles fan. I've been my entire life. McNabb was my favorite player growing up since '05. I've loved the Eagles. So this one kind of hurts me, but I've been thinking about it. Are the Eagles as scary as the record makes them out to be?
Yes.
Okay.
Austin, I still think the Eagles are, well, they have the best roster in the NFL. All right. So
Defensively, do they?
just period. When you just go top to bottom, special teams, offense, defense, not so much. I mean, because in today's NFL, defense is hard to play. I'm telling you
Yeah.
now, defense is hard to play in the NFL. But I think top to bottoms, the Philadelphia Eagles are still the best team, not just in the NFC, in the NFL. You want to know why? Because they have the pedigree to win. They know how to win the close games. They know what it feels like when it comes to January, December, when the game's on the line. I just think they lost their identity
Yeah.
uh, with how they're running offense. And then I understand
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts. I get AJ Brown. We've already won a Super Bowl. We've already been to another one. Come on, man. I want to be a Hall of Famer. I want to affect the game, so I get it. But I think Philly has to get back what they do well, giving the ball to Saquon,
Yeah.
letting Jalen have some more running. You cannot just wing the ball in the air. Y'all were up 17. That is the time where you feed Saquon Barkley 20 times, then
Mm-hmm.
Jalen, you run 15. So I just think they lost their identity, but let's be clear. They're still top. If they're not the best team in the NFL, they're maybe top 3 still. Just
I
because they have
just
so much talent.
They do, but just I've seen a lot of really talented teams not win shit because they don't have an identity. They don't know how to use it. Right? I'm not saying the Eagles don't know how to use it, but there's I don't see them as like this is a scary team. This is an unbeatable team. This is a team that I don't want to see in the playoffs. Not right now. They're only averaging 261 yards a game on offense. That's the third fewest in the NFL right now. That's with Saquon. In this only in this last game did they start getting away from the normal game plan of again. Saquon had 6 carries this last week, and they tried to be like, "All right, AJ, we're going to appease you. We're going to throw the shit out of the football." Devontae Smith is the only one who really made out on that one. Kind of. AJ Brown they can't make it work with a superstar receiver. They have the third fewest passing yards this season. Jake Browning freaking only has 130 less passing yards than Jalen Hurts and 2 fewer starts right now. And the guy has done nothing but pass the ball to the other team. That's Jake Browning. So it's like, even with Hurts and Barkley still, and again, this last game was their first game of getting away from their normal running tendencies, heavy running tendencies. So even with Hurts and Barkley, they're 22nd in rush yards right now through 5 games. Something is just like not clicking on this offensive side of the ball. Like, and I know last year Sirianni was catching a ton of heat. They figured it out. I think the Eagles are still going to be fine. They're still going to be good. As of right now, like they just don't scare me. They're not getting any sacks on defense. They have 7 sacks on defense. They only have 7 total turnovers, I believe. Maybe it's even lower. There are only 4 teams have fewer sacks than their 7 sacks right now. They have only 5 turnovers, 3 picks, 2 fumbles. So they're not producing turnovers. They're not getting to the quarterback on defense. They don't have Nolan Smith just got hurt again, which is unfortunate. They're bottom 12 in the league in both first downs produced and third down conversion percentage. They're also one of the most penalized teams in football this season. Something is just not right with the Eagles right now. But like you said, winning's winning. They're still finding, but besides the Broncos game, they blew that one, but they're still winning games. It just looked really not good.
And they're beating good teams too now. Let's be clear. They're beating good teams.
Mm-hmm.
They got great coaching too. I think Nick Sirianni doesn't get enough credit as he should. He's a winning coach. And granted, he's not super schematically with everything. I just think he's a culture shifter. He's not scared to get in his athlete's face, hold him accountable. And Vic Fangio is Vic Fangio. Now, I do want to get back on what you said. I think they let 2 pass rushers out the building last year that was on their Super Bowl team. Josh Sweat, he's with somebody else. And the other D tackle, the inside. Yeah, no, not Reddick. He's kind of short, stocky guy. I can't remember. I was remember his name later. But they let him go out the window too. He got paid too somewhere else. But they let 2 guys go. So I do think the pass rush is hurting them. But listen, the Eagles know how to win. And like
Mhm.
I said, I think Nick Sirianni is an awesome coach. I don't think he gets enough credit how good he is as a coach. So they'll get it together. And I
Yeah.
mean, nobody in the NFC is running away because I thought the Rams was better than what they were,
Mhm.
and they lost to Mac Jones.
Mac Jones looked fucking good, man. What was that
They
about?
lost to Mac Jones. And yeah.
I don't know, and I guess the last thing I can say on the Eagles again, I think they'll be fine. They just don't scare me right now. Nothing about the Eagles says this is a scary good football team that shouldn't be traveled with. I think their saving grace right now is they're not turning the football over, and they've still been really good in pass coverage right now, along the second lowest completion percentage and fifth lowest QBR. Obviously, Cooper DeJean, amazing. Quinyon Mitchell, I mean, really good. So they're pretty set at cornerback, and that's helping them tremendously. And they're just not turning the ball over. So despite all the struggles, and it's just a weird offense that seems to have just lost its identity in terms of you watch all these games, Devontae Smith and AJ Brown, they got nothing on the stat sheet until the second half. And it's blowing my mind. I do not understand that. It's like the same exact situation in Cincinnati, where T. Higgins and Jamar Chase don't have shit on the stat line until the second half, but they have Jake Browning at quarterback, not Jalen Hurts. So I can
Exactly.
understand in logic, and they have a much worse offensive line, far worse offensive line. So the Eagles have been kind of a weird one to me this year, man. But like you said with the NFC, and I think let's jump into that as our next topic then.
Mhm.
No